Hi friends, in this video lecture related to trigonometry, first we will obtain the T ratios for sum of two angles, then for difference of two angles, and then we will solve a few questions related to them. So be ready with your pen and notebook to try for solving the questions with me. First we are obtaining the T ratios for sum of two angles. For that we will be requiring a baseline, say OX is our baseline, and we will be requiring two more lines, say L1 and L2, and these two lines are meeting the first baseline at point O, and inclination between OX and L1 is A, while that between L1 and L2 is B. Then to obtain T ratios for angle A plus angle B, that is A plus B, we will be requiring a right angled triangle with A plus B as one of its acute angles, and for that we will take a point, say P, on line L2, and will draw a normal on baseline OX. Say foot of the normal is N. Then for angle A plus B, perpendicular is PN, base is ON, hypotenuse is OP. So we can apply trigonometry for angle A plus B. Now for determining T ratios for angle B, we will be requiring a right angle triangle with angle B as one of its acute angles. So for that we will draw a normal from P on line L1, and now for angle B, this normal will serve as perpendicular, while O, and if foot of the normal is M, then OM will be base for angle B and OP hypotenuse. Now if we draw a line parallel to baseline from M and intersecting the normal PN, then say this point is Q, then this MQ is parallel to OX and perpendicular to PN, and if this angle is A, then this angle will also be A. This is 90, this is A, so this will be 90 minus A, this is 90 minus A, this is 90, so this angle will be A. Now to find T ratios for angle A, we will be requiring a right angle triangle with angle A as acute angle, and that right angle triangle, although we are having as PMQ with angle A as one of its acute angles, but that can also be obtained by drawing a normal from M on baseline. Say this point is R, then in triangle OMR for angle A, MR will be perpendicular, OR will be base, and OM will be hypotenuse. So now we will start to obtain the T ratio for sine A plus B. Sine A plus B, say first we want to find out. Then sine A plus B means perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is PN upon hypotenuse OP. Now this PN can be written as PQ plus QN, so it will be PQ plus QN upon OP, and now we can separate these two, PQ upon OP plus QN being equal to MR, it can be written as MR upon OP. Now PQ and OP are the sides of two different triangles. Say PQ is the side of triangle PQM, and OP, the side of triangle OPM. We will have to find out a side of these two triangles which is common in both the triangles, and perhaps the side common in these two triangles OPM and PQM is PM. So we will multiply this first ratio with PM and will divide with PM. So it will become PQ upon PM into PM upon OP. Now again we will find out two triangles whose sides are MR and OP. MR is the side of triangle OMR and OP is the side of triangle OPM, and the side common to these two triangles is OM, because in OPM and OMR OM is common. So we will multiply and divide this ratio by OM. It will give us MR upon OM into OM upon OP. Now PQ by PM, PQ upon PM means base upon hypotenuse for angle A, and base upon hypotenuse is cos, so it is cos A into PM upon OP, PM upon OP. For angle B, PM is perpendicular, OP is hypotenuse, and perpendicular upon hypotenuse means sine, so it will be sine B plus MR upon OM, perpendicular and OM is hypotenuse, it means MR upon OM will be sine for angle A, so it will be sine A. Now OM upon OP, OM means base for angle B and OP means hypotenuse for angle B, and base upon hypotenuse means cos, so it will be cos B. Thus we get sine A plus B is equal to sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. It is the formula for sine of sum of two angles. Now if we come to the cos of sum of two angles, cos A plus B, then cos being base upon hypotenuse, it will be ON upon OP. Now ON can be written as OR minus NR, so OR minus NR upon OP. Now OR will be kept as such, OR upon OP minus NR. NR can be replaced by QM because NR is equal to QM, so it will be QM upon OP. Now we will find out two triangles having sides OR and OP, and then the side common to both of those triangles. So OR is possessed by triangle OMR and OP by triangle OPM, and it means which is the side common to both these triangles? The common side to both of these triangles is OM, so it can be written as OR upon OM into OM upon OP minus QM upon OP. QM is of triangle PQM and OP of triangle OPM. So the side common to both these triangles will be PM. So QM upon PM into Pm upon OP by multiplying numerator and denominator both by Pm. This is equal to what is OR upon OM. OR is base, OM is hypotenuse for angle A, and base upon hypotenuse means cos. So it is cos A into OM upon OP. OM base, OP hypotenuse for angle B. So it will be cos B minus QM upon PM. QM perpendicular and PM hypotenuse for angle A in triangle PQM. So from triangle PQM it will be sin A. Now PM upon OP. PM upon OP. PM is perpendicular, OP is hypotenuse, and perpendicular upon hypotenuse is sine. So it will be sin B. Thus we get cos A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Now we can find out tan A plus B, cot A plus B using these two relations. Say we want to find out tan A plus B, then tan A plus B will be sin A plus B upon cos A plus B. This will be sin A cos B plus cos A sin B upon cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. And since it is the T ratio for tan, so we will try to insert tan in this expression, and for that we will divide numerator and denominator both by cos A cos B, because sin upon cos will give us tan. If we will divide numerator and denominator both by cos A cos B, then it will become sin A cos B upon cos A cos B plus cos A sin B upon cos A cos B upon cos A cos B upon cos A cos B minus sin A sin B upon cos A cos B, and this will give us tan A plus B equal to, here cos B will get cancelled, sin A upon cos A will be tan A, so tan A plus here we will get tan B upon here 1 minus tan A tan B. So this will be the relation for tan A plus B. Similarly, we can find out cot A plus B. Cot A plus B means cos A plus B upon sin A plus B, and cos A plus B will be cos A cos B minus sin A sin B divided by sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. And this time we would be trying to obtain the relation in terms of cot. So cos upon sin is cot, so we will divide numerator and denominator both by sin A sin B, and this time we will get cos A cos B upon sin A sin B minus sin A sin B upon sin A sin B divided by sin A cos B upon sin A sin B plus cos A sin B upon sin A sin B. This will give us cot A plus B equal to cos A upon sin A, that is cot A, and here sin A sin B will be cancelled, cos B upon sin B will be cot B, so cot A cot B minus 1 upon here sin A cos B sin A sin B, so cos B upon sin B will be cot B plus here cos A upon sin A will be cot A, so the relation will be cot A plus B is equal to cot A cot B minus 1 upon cot B plus cot A. In the same manner we can find out the T ratios for difference of angles. Say this time this is our baseline, that is OX, then we are having two more lines L1 and L2, and since this time we have to find T ratios for angle A minus B, so say this entire angle is A and this angle is B, then this angle left will be A minus B. For determining T ratios for angle A minus B, we will be requiring a right angle triangle with angle A minus B as one of its acute angles, and for that we have taken a point P on line L1, and from point P we have drawn a normal PN on the baseline OX. Then for angle A minus B, PN perpendicular, ON base, OP hypotenuse. Now for determining T ratios for angle B, we will be requiring a right angle triangle with angle B as one of its acute angles, and for that we will draw a normal from P on line L2, and say this time the foot of the normal is M. Then for angle B, PN will be perpendicular, OM will be base, and OP will be hypotenuse. Now we will be requiring one more right angle triangle to determine T ratios for angle A, and for that we will draw a normal from M on baseline OX. So this time the foot of the normal is Q. Then for angle A, MQ will be perpendicular, OQ base, and OM hypotenuse. Now we will draw a line parallel to OX from P such that this line meets MQ at point R. Then angle PRM will be a right angle, and if we come to angle RMP, then this angle RMP can be obtained from triangle OMQ. This angle is M, this is 90 degree, so this angle will be 90 degree minus A, and it is 90 degree minus A, and this whole is 90 degree, so this angle will be A. So T ratios for angle A can be determined either from triangle OMQ or from triangle MRP. Now we will find out sin A minus B. If we come to sin A minus B, then sin A minus B means perpendicular upon hypotenuse, that is PN upon OP. And now this PN will be equal to RQ. So it can be written as RQ upon OP, and now RQ can be written as MQ minus MR. So it will be MQ minus MR upon OP. Now we will separate these two, and this will give us MQ upon OP minus MR upon OP. Now MQ and OP will be the sides of two different triangles, MQ of OMP and OP of triangle either OMP or OPN. Since here we will be requiring T ratios for angle A and B only, so we will not take triangle OPN into account because it will give us the T ratios for A minus B. So we will consider only triangles OMQ, which will give T ratios for angle A, and triangle OPM, which will give the T ratios for angle B. So MQ and OP, MQ from triangle OMQ and OP from triangle OMP, and we will have to find out a side of these two triangles which is common in both the triangles, and this side is OM. So it can be written as MQ upon OM into OM upon OP minus MR upon OP. So MR and OP will again be the two different sides. MR is of triangle MRP and OP of triangle OMP, and this time the side common to these two triangles is MP. So MR upon MP into MP upon OP. Now this implies sin A minus B equal to MQ upon OM. MQ upon OM for angle A is sin A. So sin A. Now OM upon OP. OM is base, OP is hypotenuse for angle B. So it will be cos B minus MR upon MP. MR is base, MP is hypotenuse for angle A. So it will be cos A. And MP upon OP. MP upon OP means perpendicular upon hypotenuse for angle B. So it will be sin B. So this will give you the formula for sin A minus B. Similarly, you can find out cos A minus B, and cos A minus B means base upon hypotenuse, that is ON upon OP. ON can be written as OQ plus QN. So OQ plus QN upon OP, and QN is equal to RP. So OQ upon OP plus QN is replaced by RP. So PR upon OP. Now again OQ and OP are the sides of two different triangles. OQ from triangle OMQ and OP from triangle OMP, and the side common to both these triangles is OM only. So it will be OQ by OM into OM by OP plus PR upon OP. PR is from this triangle MRP and OP from triangle OMP, and this time the common side is MP. So PR upon MP into MP upon OP, and this will give you cos A minus B is equal to OQ upon OM. OQ base upon OM hypotenuse means for angle A it is cos A. Now OM upon OP, OM is base and OP is hypotenuse for angle B. So base upon hypotenuse means cos, so it will be cos B plus PR upon MP, PR upon MP for angle A perpendicular upon hypotenuse means sin A. Now MP upon OP, MP perpendicular, OP hypotenuse for angle B, so perpendicular upon hypotenuse means sin B. So it is the formula for cos A minus B. And in the same way, by dividing sin A minus B by cos A minus B, we can find out tan A minus B. And this time tan A minus B will be tan A minus tan B upon 1 plus tan A tan B. Similarly, you can find out the formula for cot A minus B. Cot A minus B will be cot A cot B plus 1 upon cot B minus cot A in the same manner. So in this way we can find out the T ratios for sum or difference of two angles. There are several other formulas that can be obtained from the formula for T ratios of sum and difference of two angles. We will obtain those relations later on. Now we are going to solve a few questions related to T ratios of sum or difference of two angles. First question, sin A 1 by root 10, sin B 1 by root 5 and A and B are acute angles. Then we have to show that A plus B is pi by 4. For that we will have to find out either sin A plus B or cos A plus B. Whether we are finding sin A plus B or cos A plus B, we will be requiring sin A, sin B and cos A, cos B. Sin A, sin B are given to us. So first we will find out cos A, cos B using these two values of sin A and sin B. And we know that cos A is equal to under root 1 minus sin square A. And if cos A is under root 1 minus sin square A, it will become under root 1 minus 1 by 10. And this will be 10 minus 1, 9 by 10. And since angles A and B are acute angles, so cos A and cos B both will be positive. So 10 minus 1, 9, 9 by 10, so 3 by root 10 will be the value of cos A. And similarly, cos B will be under root 1 minus 1 by 5, that is root 4 by 5, and root 4 by 5 means 2 upon root 5. So after getting the values of cos A and cos B, we will find out sin A plus B. Sin A plus B, sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Instead of sin A plus B, we would have calculated cos A plus B also. So sin A means 1 by root 10 into cos B means 2 by root 5 plus cos A means 3 by root 10 into sin B means 1 by root 5. Now LCM will be root 50, and in numerator we will get 3 plus 2. It means 5 upon root 50, and root 50 means root of 25 into 2. So it is 5 root 2. So 5 upon 5 root 2. And this implies sin A plus B, 5 will get cancelled with 5, is equal to 1 by root 2. And 1 by root 2 is the value of sin 45 degree implies a plus b is 45 degree, because sin a plus b is sin 45, so a plus b will be 45 or pi by 4 radian. Now the second question, we have to prove that tan 7a is equal to tan 7a tan 4a tan 3a plus tan 4a tan 3a. In this type of questions, always the sum of two angles will be equal to the third angle. So 7a can be written as 4a plus 3a, and this implies tan 7a is equal to tan 4a plus 3a. Now we will open the formula for tan a plus b. Tan 7a is equal to tan 4a plus tan 3a upon 1 minus tan 4a tan 3a. If we will bring 1 minus tan 4a tan 3a to LHS, it will give tan 7a minus tan 7a tan 4a tan 3a is equal to tan 4a plus tan 3a. Now if we will keep tan 7a on left hand side, then it will give us tan 7a is equal to, this term will be taken on right hand side and will become positive, so tan 7a tan 4a tan 3a plus tan 4a plus tan 3a, and this was to be proved. Now we can find out the values of sin 75 degree, cos 75 degree, tan 75 degree using the formula of sum of two angles. Say cos 75 we have to find, then it will become cos 30 degree plus 45 degree, and cos a plus b, cos a cos b, that is cos 30 cos 45 degree minus sin 30 sin 45 degree, and this implies cos 75 degree is equal to cos 30 is sin 60, that is root 3 by 2, cos 45 is 1 by root 2 minus sin 30 is 1 by 2 into sin 45 is 1 by root 2, so LCM will be 2 root 2 and we will get root 3 minus 1. So this implies cos 75 degree will be root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. Similarly, we can find out the values of sin 75 degree and tan 75 degree. Now come to the fourth question. Here we have to prove cos square a minus sin square b is equal to cos a plus b into cos a minus b. And for that, say we are taking its right hand side, and right hand side is cos a plus b cos a minus b, and cos a plus b can be written as cos a cos b minus sin a sin b multiplied by cos a minus b cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Now a plus b a minus b will give us cos square a cos square b minus sin square a sin square b. Now what is required in LHS? Cos square a and sin square b. So cos square b will be changed into sin square b, while sin square a will be changed into cos square a, and this will be obtained by writing cos square b as 1 minus sin square b and sin square a as 1 minus cos square a. This will be cos square a minus cos square a sin square b minus sin square b plus cos square A sin square B. Cos square A sin square B will get cancelled and we will get cos square A minus sin square B, and it is LHS. Now find the values of sin 15 degree, cos 15 degree, tan 15 degree. Again we can use that type of relation with negative sign. Say we have to find sin 15 degree. Sin 15 degree will be sin 45 degree minus 30 degree, and it will be sin 45 cos 30 minus cos 45 sin 30. Sin A minus B, sin A cos B minus cos A sin B, and sin 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 30 sin 60, that is root 3 by 2, minus cos 45 1 by root 2, sin 30 1 by 2. This is equal to root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. And since 15 degree and 75 degree are complementary, so sine of one is equal to cos of other. Now cos 15 degree can be found as cos 45 degree minus 30 degree, and will be cos 45 cos 30 plus sin 45 sin 30. Cos 45 1 by root 2, cos 30 sin 60, that is root 3 by 2, plus 1 by root 2 and 1 by 2, and this will be root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2, and we know that 15 and 75 are complementary, so it will be the value of sin 75 degree also can be calculated in this manner. Now if we want to find out tan 15 degree, then that will be sin 15 degree upon cos 15 degree, or you may use the relation tan 45 minus 30, and this time it will be root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1, and that will be the value of cot 75 degree. Because 15 and 75 being complementary, tan of one will be equal to cot of other.